Alright everybody, welcome back. This is Undertaker Plays, and we're about to go and take on the Area 4 boss and his insane platoon of, looks like knife-wielding thugs down this long-ass hallway. Oh, good. People with grenades, because, you know, it wasn't enough having psychotic PCP-driven nutjobs trying to kill me.
That's always great.
Yeah, and you know, the one thing I keep wondering about like these knife guys is they have the least amount of armor of anybody. I mean, if you're signing up for a military job and you're like, alright, well, we have a number of positions that you can take on. We have the guys that fire we have the single projectile firing riflemen here. They get their standard issue ballistic armor to take a few shots. We have the heavy grenadiers. Obviously, those guys are explosion proof. Or you could grab a knife, and we're not giving you a shirt, but we'll definitely give you. You know, I'm assuming we're giving these guys like PCP and morphine or something, just to try and, you know, hype them up.
So just a knife and drugs. You can either have armor and a big fucking gun, or a knife and a whole bunch of drugs.
It's a big knife, at least.
Oh, big knife. Okay, that makes all the difference.
Oh, of course.
Totally sign me up for that.
There we go. I wonder, what kind of voice do you think this guy has? See, I'm either picturing a blustery old British guy, or, like, say, Connecticut old money. What do you think I should go with?
I don't know. He probably has a high squeaky voice.
Nah, I don't think... He's a blustery buffoon.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I don't know the history of this.
the way he's talking, I say I'm gonna go with the Connecticut old money. Halt! I say, identify yourself! Mayhap you're that bionic nuisance that's been roaming about lately. You think? How very observant of you. Oh my, how disrespectful. First platoon, make ready, engage.
Why is he wearing pink?
I don't know, I think the military's colors is primarily either pink or baby blue. You know, clearly the
Striking fear into the heart of their enemy.
well, it's also the best goddamn camouflage in the world. Look closely, fellas. This is the last thing you'll see before the light at the end of that tunnel. What? A flaming crop of orange hair? Or, oh, maybe, yeah, probably that big ass bionic arm.
Big arm, yeah.
So, who's first? And if you remember, the big thing about this guy is that he's got so many medals on his chest, he effectively has a bulletproof vest on. There is one thing I learned about him very quickly, though. If I can actually get the grenade to go in the right place that I want to. Yeah, see what I mean about this guy.
Oh, he's got a sword.
Of course he does. Oh, come on. Be difficult. Stop. Being difficult. Oh, that'll work. Shabuski!
I like how your enemies fall off the edge of the screen towards you.
Yeah, I definitely like that. I mean, the enemies don't just stay there and then, like, you know, flicker and fade away. No, their dead bodies lifelessly slide off of the stage and just presumably fall forever and ever.
Forever off
the
edge.
I mean, could you imagine just, you know, laying there, life ebbing away from you? You're like, ah, it's the end. Maybe if a medic gets to me, I can do something. Maybe, okay. I just gotta get up, and then you slip a little bit, and then you just for all eternity. I mean, do you think there's ever an end to those falls?
Oh, I got a part now. What did you find down there? A Raytech plasma repeater? Alright, that weapon is great for neutralizing energy fields.
Sorry, I was a little bit slow on
Like
that.
those shields carried by some Imperials. It's also good against mechanical enemies.
Yeah, you remember that guy with the light
shield?
Yeah, the light shield.
Ah. Energy shields. Makes more sense.
It's a limited beam of emitted plasma. Alright, that's enough.
Yeah.
Captain, just inside is the challenge simulation. There's a terminal like this in every FSA camp. Check them all out. And as soon as you access a challenge simulation in an FSA camp, that terminal also becomes accessible from the main menu. Wow, this guy certainly has a lot of meta information. That means you can go practice without having to go through the hassle of flying out there with your helicopter. Thank you, guy with... What's up with that gun that he's got there?
Well, he's not going to tell you. You just talk to him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he has no answers about his gun.
Yeah. Well, let's see what the challenge room has to offer. I remember these being quite tricky, but also a lot of fun. Alright, let's check this out. Wow, I'm just sucking it up right now. Oh. Okay, yeah, you know what? Fuck this. Yeah.
And died.
Okay, well, get that. That didn't happen. I could always edit that out. I probably won't, because, you know, laziness and whatnot.
Cool that you can swing off the spotlights. It's kind of an odd thing to go swing off. But...
Well, that's... If you think about it, I mean, it's a pretty good... That's a pretty good little grapple platform there. I mean... The things, you know, do have a nice little grid work on them. And the thing I always found kind of cool is if you hit them 3 times, you can break the lights. I always liked how this entire base is... I mean, there's a bridge in the background there, but as you can see, you have to climb a fence with barbed wire on the top to get to it. This whole friggin' military base is completely divided in half by a nice ravine. And considering I'm, like, you know, the FSA's, like, best and last hope, and I can't swim, what chances do you think the regular troopers have? I asked you a question, damn it.
Huh? What? I spaced out there for a second.
You know,
I'm sorry.
You don't say.
Yeah. Oh, the green communicator chip is good for Area 2, Area 3, and I think Area 6 too. I know it's a little tedious having to use these comm chips, but remember that contact with HQ is essential to this mission. So you might be able to use it for Area 6.
Yeah, it's...
Useful information there.
It's undeterminable whether or not I can. Alright, let's... Oh, shit.
Oh, you're right into something.
Yeah, it's another one of these top-down levels. But at least I got a different weapon. Which seems to be less than useless at the moment. I'm gonna stick with my revolver that, for some reason, only has 3 rounds to it. It's useless and sucks right now.
Okay.
Fuck!
No. Use your revolver.
Yeah, it is. I think I just need to snipe these motherfuckers out.
So what's the purpose of these sections? This is when something like on the map?
Yeah.
And fight these guys?
You can kind of think of this as like the Hammer Brothers on the world map in Super Mario Brothers 3.
I've never played Super Mario Brothers 3.
Okay, well you.
Be more specific for me.
Okay, well you've seen me play Super Mario Brothers 3. When you're moving about the world map in Super Mario Brothers 3, there are all of the, there are occasionally Hammer Brothers that will show up. And while you're navigating about, if you happen to run into them, then they are going to make your world, God damn it! Okay. This isn't that hard. I'm just an idiot. Ow. Okay, come on.
Come on, you
can
can
do
it this time.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Eye of the tiger, baby! Eye of the tiger! Or something, I don't know. Yeah, it doesn't really help. Go, use this grenade! Jesus.
There you go.
Oh, hey, I blew up a truck finally.
Finally.
Yeah.
Looks like you have an old-timey, wagon there that you can hide behind.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like that around.
Like futuristic military in the Old West, huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, in this little area it is. There are other, types of levels here. Boom! I did it!
Yay, you did
My helicopter didn't actually pick me up, though, which is kind of weird.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Next time an Undertaker plays, we're gonna move through, Area 16. Yeah, that's where we are, yeah.
That was the number?
Yeah, that's a ticket.
Oh, I wasn't looking.
Yeah, well, I know. You don't really pay attention, but anyways... Yeah. Area 16, and we just got some iron boots.
Oh, you got boots.
Yeah.
Timer on the oven.